Welcome back to Good Morning Sri Lanka. You're with me, Harith, and Mr. Prasanna Padmanathan. So, Prasanna, you were telling us about London when you won the tournament, the award, and London. What happened in London?
Well, it was such a lifetime experience, I would say, Harith, going to London, where I had a chance of meeting all the other winners, all the other entrepreneurs who came from all around the globe, and I was able to go to London Fashion Week to learn about how they do London Fashion Week, and I was so privileged to go backstage to learn about how the backstage operations, the green room, how it works, and then I was invited for London Design Festival as well.
I see.
So I was able to go and exploit everything. And a lot of things that I learned in London, where I went and worked with one of the top show producers for London Fashion Week called Deborah Britz. I assisted her in model casting and also producing a show prior to London Fashion Week.
I see.
I worked with a stylist called Susie. I went and learnt about how the fashion and marketing courses and the degrees operate at Central St. Martin's, one of the biggest fashion universities in London, and met the fashion guru, Dr. Sir Paul Smith, one of the dream come true for any fashion professional all around the world of meeting Sir Paul Smith. So we went there. I went to so much of other fashion institutes in London, and the 10-day tour was so useful and learnt a lot about how the fashion industry operates in London or in UK. So I brought back a lot of learnings from there.
Right. Now, the interesting about Prasanna is he is a social entrepreneur when it comes to fashion. He wants to help people through his entrepreneurship and not really make a buck out of what he's doing with regard to fashion. So, Prasanna, now you say that your company, Fashion Face Studio, is a company which is there to cater to areas which are not really catered to in the fashion industry. So, if you can tell us what are those areas and what does Fashion Face Studio do with regard to that?
Well, Harith, in terms of Sri Lanka, our industry is not that big. Okay, we are just we are just booming, or we are just starting in terms of establishing ourselves in the fashion industry. So through my company, the Fashion Face Studio, what I'm planning to do or started to do is to educate about fashion, not only to the English speaking audience, but at the same time to the mass audience, right?
Yeah.
So I wanted to get that message across to them.
Right.
Also, all this time I was doing all this work under my name, but hereafter all the work that I did in the past will go under my company's name.
I see.
So fashion styling is one new concept which I introduced to Sri Lanka, because if you take a photo shoot or a model shoot, there's no fashion stylist, right, been appointed in Sri Lanka, but I developed that fashion styling concept over here. Right, so that I will do for hereafter. I'm planning to do for brands as well in Sri Lanka, not only for individual designers. Also, I will produce fashion shows over here, especially the fashion designer contests, because in Sri Lanka I would say that we have a lot of young designers, upcoming ones, who need a little bit of guidance and advice, because fashion designing is not about only being able to design. It's about your communication skills, your PR skills, your internet marketing ability, and a lot of things. So through my company I would consult the upcoming ones how to establish or how to make their brand visible to the audience. Also, through my company, I will do some pageantry training, where the ones who win Sri Lankan pageants, who wanted to go to international pageants, or also the contestant who want to take part in Sri Lankan pageants, I will do a little bit of training in terms of personality development, how to prepare themselves in terms of answering for pageantry questions, how they should behave, and how to win the judge's heart, a lot of things.
I see.
And also I'm having a plan of starting a fashion marketing course for fashion designers as well.
Now, when you come to pageantry, Prasanna, you mentioned that you are the national director for Mr. Earth in Sri Lanka. Firstly, tell us a little bit about Mr. Earth and your role at national director, and secondly we'll discuss a little bit about the pageant culture in Sri Lanka. But firstly, national director of Mr. Earth.
Yeah, Mr. Earth is also another prestigious pageant. It's a search for a intelligent, good-looking, handsome man, a person around the globe, also a person who possesses environmental awareness and who has done something for the environment. So same as the Miss World or Miss Universe or Miss Earth, Mr. Earth is a pageant for men, right? So as a national director, my role is to pick a suitable contestant as Mr. Sri Lanka for Mr. Earth and train him, coach him, also to help him to launch an environmental project in Sri Lanka and then send him to that particular pageant.
I see.
So that is basically the role as a national director.
And something interesting you said, something we see, there are so many pageants in Sri Lanka, this pageant, that pageant, and so many people coming as Miss World and Miss that, Miss this thing. Now, you said that there is something missing in the judging criteria with regard to these pageants. What is this problem, Prasanna? How should we make it so that our contestants who are beautiful, who are smart, but just don't get the place that they deserve?
Well, good question, Harith. Well, I think the problem over here is, okay, we have pageants, lot of pageants, right? Now, if you take, like, if you go, to any type of a show, right, it's full of pageants over here. The issue is, our national directors and our organizers should actually understand the pageant criteria internationally, and they should conduct the pageants as same as how it happens internationally. So you will be able to pick the best contestant who is in par with other international contestants. The issue is we have a gap between the ones who go internationally, right, with the other international contestants. So my advice is, or what I practice is, to use the same criteria that's been followed in any international pageant. If you take Miss World, the criteria is different from Miss Universe.
I see.
Same as Mr. World is different from Mr. Earth. So as a national director, as an organizer, you should understand how the contestant will be marked on. They are of course not marked on their physique or their elegance or things like that. There will be only 2 to 3 marks. But over here, we consider that as a major component, and we miss the other criteria to mark the contestants.
I see.
So this is the problem where we are not able to produce some international winners.
Now, about the fashion industry also generally, Prasanna, now you've seen the fashion industry. When you talk about the fashion industry, there are so many elements. There are the models, the designers, the photographers. You would know better than me. Now, Sri Lanka is, for example, in our garment production, we are internationally there. We have quite a standing. But when it comes to design, fashion and this rest of it, we are not internationally there yet, I believe. Would you say we are close upon it, or what needs to be done with regard to this?
Well, Harith, not really. I think from where we were, now we have improved a lot. I think a lot.
Like we have the Colombo Fashion Week now.
Yeah, not only that, I think Colombo Fashion Week and the Sri Lankan Design Festival has played a major role in terms of promoting Sri Lankan fashion internationally. I was very glad when I was in London, when I met so much of top fashion professionals in London. They all knew about Sri Lankan fashion industry.
I see.
It was such a great news, and I was very happy I felt proud among all the other national winners, because they were talking about Sri Lanka when we went for seminars and workshops.
I see.
Our designers also has made a mark in international fashion weeks. Katie Brown was invited for Moscow Fashion Week. Darshi was going for Washington Fashion Week. Dimuthu got a chance of showing his collection at IPL Fashion Show, and many of our designers going for many Indian Fashion Weeks. Plenty of things which is happening currently in Sri Lanka. Not only the designers, even our models making international presence and working with international collaborations with international designers. So we are really going ahead. Right. What I should tell is the momentum is not enough, so we need to rapidly move more towards international markets.
Why is the momentum not enough, Prasanna? Is it because there is no investment? Is there no interest in the people involved? Or is there no studies or learning in that area? Or is it, why? What is the issue?
See, you yourself gave the answer for this particular question. I think a little bit of here and there we are lacking, right? Where, see, you can be a winner right? Now see, I emerged as a winner of this particular Young Creative Entrepreneur Fashion and Design Award. So I can't depend on the organizers, I can't depend on British Council. Now they announced me as a winner. Now it's my responsibility to seek the international opportunities and to work towards it. So anyone you take, a Mr. Sri Lanka or Miss Sri Lanka or a designer, there will be someone only to build their foundation, but they have to grow on their own.
I see.
So from an individual point of view, they have to try how they could go into that type of a market through different ways that they have to find their way. At the same time, I think we need to have a council, like you have British Fashion Council, right? BFC, and you have India, you have certain councils where who backs the designers. So in Sri Lanka, we don't have like a control body yet.
That's right.
And also I think we need a lot of support from Tourist Board and government as well, which is not currently happening for our Sri Lankan fashion industry. So that is there. And also the perception and the mindset of certain people should change in terms of for us to go to that particular international level.
That was a very interesting point, Prasanna, when you said that there needs to be a regulatory body or a council which regulates all these areas, because I think many people come and go because there is no main body control in the matter. Now, before we end the show, Prasanna, if someone is willing to enter into any area of this fashion industry, you as a social entrepreneur is ready to give them a hand to bring them out there and help them. If anyone wants to get in touch with you, how can they do this, Prasanna?
Well, of course I'm ready to help the upcoming young designers or models in terms of guidance or in terms of preparing them for an international pageant or preparing them to launch their brand or something like that. They could easily log into my website, that is www.prasanna, that is prasanna.net. prasanna.net. They can go there, take a look at my work to get a little more understanding about what I do, and then they can contact me through my website.
Right.
And there are the email facilities, and they can follow me on Facebook, Twitter and all. So that is one easy area to get in touch with me.
So Prasanna, thank you very much. It's been absolutely interesting to talk to you, your social entrepreneurship, and we wish you all the best with whatever you do, whatever other awards that you may achieve in the future to come. And with that, we are wrapping up on this Monday morning on Good Morning Sri Lanka, and we will see you bright and early tomorrow. See you then.